The truth.
What's up, people? It's TNC, Truth and Contradictions. It's your boy Sir Slim, AP the God, and I got my girl Pooh to my left.
Oh, you said it right today. What's good? I was gonna see if you gonna mess that up again today.
Hey man, I'm not even trying to do that no more. I feel like I embarrassed myself last time. And you know we own the controls every week. We got your boy Frank Easy. What episode we on, yo? Like, what's this? The 9th episode, the 10th episode, something like that? 9th?
Oh yeah, we're on episode
I'm not getting
9.
ahead of
We almost
myself.
on our 10th anniversary,
10th, man, and that's
which will be
the
live from the weekend
What
of the
is it? The
Mayweather
Mayweather and
fight.
Pacquiao fight.
And I mean, speaking of, I guess we should just roll on into that one. 3 days away, and God will bestow a gift of heaven upon us.
When Mayweather comes out that ring undefeated.
It's like Rome, man. We talking gladiators.
Undefeated,
I'm talking
man.
the pound for pound, one of the greatest of all time, Manny Pacquiao, Pac-Man. He finally gets his hand on the, dare I say, Negro. Oh man!
I don't know if y'all been
Woo!
watching all week, but
Woo!
it's been this film that
Woo!
Pacquiao keeps getting knocked out.
Man, ain't nobody
Like,
want- okay.
Do you see his face?
Listen,
It
listen,
look like a
listen.
cartoon when somebody
Listen,
smacks a
listen.
cartoon face with a frying pan,
Okay, let me
and
tell
it
you.
just smushes up.
So that just gave everybody hope and like he
You know
gonna
what
win,
I'm
right?
saying?
No,
Cause
listen.
he got
That
knocked out in
was
fight.
like 3 years ago or something like
It
that.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Cause listen,
doesn't
listen.
matter.
Since being
Don't care about none of that.
listen,
then,
since being
you
knocked
gotta-
out by Marquez, he went and got his belt back from what's his name? Timothy Bradley.
Had
Wait,
Floyd
wait,
had to
wait,
get
wait.
his belt back from
That-
anybody.
No, that means Floyd has stayed stagnant. Why?
Stagnant.
Wait.
No.
He went and got his belt back from Timothy Bradley.
he go
Wait,
up?
let me
Did-
finish.
Okay.
Who is the number 3 pound for pound best in the world? When he got his belt back, man handled the boy. Then he went and fought the dude Chris Algieri, who he wasn't nothing. He was undefeated though and had a belt. Man knocked the dude down 6 times. Floyd did what? His usual, run away from people. Didn't really get. It's amazing. He always talk about he don't get hit, but his lips is always bleeding all the time. His lips is swollen a lot.
Okay.
Now,
Nobody's saying he don't get hit.
Now you talking about
But
Manny Pacquiao, who has went through adversity.
He's the best defensive fighter
listen,
ever, bro.
hey.
He's the best boxer ever. That's what they say.
Up until this
No,
point-
I'm not saying
Up
heavyweight.
until this point,
'Cause
Muhammad
I
Ali
think he
was the
go
greatest
there.
of all time to people. Most
Yes,
people, right?
yes.
And always to me, Jack Johnson is the greatest of all time.
I'm not really
Anyway,
a boxing fan,
anyway,
so I'm
Anyway, up
just
until this point, the greatest of all time,
a
Muhammad Ali,
Mayweather
right?
bandwagoner.
Right?
I ain't gonna lie.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. I think he was like 56-5, right? So the greatest of all time up until this point had lost fights before. Matter of fact, he had some great rivalries that he went through, adversities that he went through, went to prison and stuff like that, and that he went through to become the greatest. Floyd really been doing the same thing. Yeah, when he was young, he used to exchange a lot with people. But as you watch as he got older and shit, he stopped exchanging. And yeah, he did got smarter with defense, but he ain't never faced nobody
Okay, let me give you an example.
he ain't never faced nobody
Jordan
that's
was
just
getting
like,
older,
oh, you gonna run back?
When Jordan was getting older, right? When Jordan was getting older, did he stop flying in the air and shooting more?
No, but when in his later years, he was playing for the Wizards, I think, and he was really trying to promote the team. You could tell
Because
so he was trying to facilitate
No,
more.
no.
He was facilitating the ball a lot more. And Iverson almost broke the guy's ankles. He had to get out the league. Come on,
That
man.
shit was crazy.
That's
I'll
different.
never
That's
forget
different.
that.
We're talking about.
But what I'm
We're
saying,
talking about a man who
at the end of the day, this is what's gonna happen. I'll give you this: if Pacquiao can get him in the first 3 rounds, what? Because listen, it takes Mayweather 3 rounds to figure out his opponent.
Okay, that may be 3 rounds.
Therefore, he's not. Mayweather's not a knockout artist. You can. Mayweather's not a knockout artist.
I'm looking at this. Out of his last, let's say 3-4 opponents, right? Which one of them was any different from the one before? None of them. Which one was any different? None of them. Eddie Guerrero, he shouldn't have been fighting him. Miguel Cotto, oh, that was pretty good. Really, right after that, who Miguel Cotto fight? Right after Mayweather, his next fight, Manny Pacquiao. What'd he do? Embarrassed him. He fought Ricky Hatton, the Irish killer. He a killer. Mayweather dogged him, right? Because Ricky Hatton, remember, went to the middle of the ring, kissed my ass and shit, because Mayweather kept running. So Mayweather, he knocked the nigga down or whatever, right? Right after Ricky Hatton, who Ricky Hatton fight next? Manny Pacquiao. What happened? He slaughtered him. Then Manny Pacquiao moved up to 154, which Floyd did against, he was 147 with Canelo. Manny Pacquiao moves up to 154. You know he started at 106. He moved up to 154, right? Dog this dude. What was his name? The big Mexican dude.
So a boxer, you know what boxing is more than I do. Okay.
I've been just watching the highlight.
Okay, but you watch boxing more than I have.
Yeah.
So who is a better boxer?
I watch boxing. I would say Mayweather is a better defensive boxer. I like aggression. So to me, a better boxer is.
But we're not talking about being biased to what you like. But
Pacquiao's a better boxer to me. Pacquiao's a better boxer to me because his offense is also his defense, right? How you gonna stop me? If I'm dogging the shit out of you? How you gonna
sleeping him?
Look, if you
by sleeping him.
Bro,
they showing it right now, America.
Listen to what
they
he
showing
did.
it right now. They've been showing it all day.
Bro,
but do you think it's right though? That shit's like 2 years
bro,
old.
look at what he
He's
was
gonna
doing.
be a world star in the morning,
look
bro.
at what he was doing.
He's gonna be
look
a
at what he was
world
doing.
star.
Hands down, he doing this. Playing with the dude yeah, bam. Oh shit, yeah. That happened.
He was going in.
No, he wasn't. His hands was down.
Rewind.
Watch. I watched the fight. What are you talking about? Rewind and let me show you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get it back. Let me see if I can get it back
play
enough.
again in about 10 seconds.
Oh, they ain't gonna even go back. Bam, look. Right there, he bam. He ran right into it. That happens sometimes. You mean to tell me Medina right before, I think the end of round 3, I think it was, bam, hit Mayweather. Did you see it? I watched the I watched the fight. I recorded it.
But tell the audience what we're watching.
This is what Mayweather did. Boom. The bell rung. He's boom. He grabbed the rope and was yeah, I'm good. Yeah. After the fight, what he say? Yeah, he got me one time. Man, you mean to tell me Medina faster than Pacquiao? He hit harder than Pacquiao? Nah, bro. What you gonna do with somebody who ain't just trying to hit you with an overhand right?
Well, can you just tell our audience, because we are going to make this a podcast.
I don't have nothing to say.
Listen, we about to make this a podcast now, right? So can you just tell
what whoa, say that again?
We about to make this a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Pac-Man,
it seems like we got 2-1 right now.
He's the better boxer.
Of course, we know Frank Easy is going for Mr. Pacquiao.
You going for Pacquiao?
Yep.
Why?
He's a better fighter.
Oh my God! Not because of no ethnicity, no culture, no nothing. He's a better fighter.
Hey, bro. But tell me why I've always been thinking Pacquiao was Mexican.
He's not. He's
I know. But every time me and Frank gonna talk about him, I say I'm going to get.
If Mayweather was white, would you be going for Mayweather? Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
That's the same as when Obama ran in against
McCain.
Yeah.
If Obama was white, I still would have voted for Obama.
I wouldn't even voted.
You know why? Why? You know why? You know why? Because McCain had been tortured by the people we finna go to war with.
I understand, but it still don't matter.
We put him in office,
bro. Do you not realize
the nigga had his nuts crushed,
bro? I voted.
You think he
I
ain't
voted
finna go
for
bomb
Obama,
them people?
right? I voted for Obama,
you see his
right?
arm, he be like,
It was a smart move, so we wouldn't go straight to war. But Obama, he kept us in
we was
war
going
for
war.
like 7 more years. And
yeah, war.
I mean, not 7 because it's almost.
Listen, war was coming.
Okay, but
Obama,
what I'm saying,
Obama kind of hid it,
but
war was coming.
But this,
we about to go to war right now. I'm telling you.
If Mayweather was black, was white, and
You know that slide with the
Pacquiao
glass down?
was black.
You be going for Pacquiao. Don't shake my hand to that, because I'm still going for Pacquiao. White, black, red, he could have been from Mars. I'm still going for him.
Bro, but Mayweather's
I'm
gonna
left-handed,
win.
I like Pacquiao.
Mayweather's gonna win not because of a knockout.
I don't want that.
And
He's going to get knocked out.
he-
What?
Mayweather is gonna, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be.
I'm saying, I act like him.
It's gonna be.
It gets crazy when he gets right. What is all of that?
It's gonna be rolling off the shoulders,
Bro, listen. Have you seen his fights? Have you seen his
That's what he
fights?
be doing.
Have you seen his fights? Mayweather. This when he be
Hey,
doing,
bro.
Look, when he be doing all this what them people be doing. Boom, he just shoulder weave that one, shoulder weave that two, shoulder weave that one. Oh, you gonna try a combo? I'm gonna do you like this and counterpunch you. That's what he does, right? Now you tell me. Somebody's coming at you like, oh, not one, not two. He like, you tell me you gonna be like, no, you can do this all day long. One of them gonna hit you. One of them gonna boom. You gonna be like, oh, okay, I got it.
Bro, what you want to do?
I gotta get him.
Do you want to put a bet on live TV?
On live TV. This live TV.
I only want to do this bet if we get this video before the fight.
This is a special bet.
If we get it out before the fight, that's the only reason I want to do it.
This is a special bet. This is
before
what
the
we're gonna
fight.
bet. This is
Talk
special
about that
bet.
at the end.
We're gonna bet. This is a special bet, and I'm bringing this to live on stage. We're gonna bet 2 U daddies. You know what that is? I'm about to tell a live audience. 2 U daddies on this fight. I'm going for Pacquiao. You going for Mayweather, right? Correct.
I gotta know what
Now,
you
you daddy
I don't know
is.
what it is. He just ain't correct.
I could call you. Like, hey,
I
what
know
are
what
you?
GoDaddy.
Hey, what are you doing, buddy?
Daddy.
Man, I'm chilling, watching the movie with your girl, with my girl. Oh yeah, put me on
Yeah,
speakerphone. What's up? Hey, Ramon. When you go to sleep tonight, you holding your girl. Who you gonna be thinking about? Guess what you gotta reply.
No.
Oh yeah, you daddy. That's what you gonna reply. Just 2. We ain't even gonna bet a lot on the Super Bowl. I be betting people like 10. Real talk. I got people that owe me stuff right now.
No.
And if they on call, they on call. They not like back to back. I can do this like one today and be like, bro, you still owe me a you daddy from then.
So you telling me
Square
when Mayweather
business.
win, right?
He's not gonna win.
And like it's 11 o'clock, 11:30, and I call you.
I'm gonna be drunk too.
And I say what I gotta say, right?
Yeah.
When you on speaker.
Yeah.
Let me hear how you gonna say right now.
No, I ain't letting you hear nothing.
Let me-
Cause it'll never come out of my mouth. Cause I know what time it is.
Let me hear.
What's up? You bet?
No, bro.
Exactly. You ain't even willing to bet on the man.
Bro, cause every time I bet anything, I lose. So I don't bet. And I usually win when I don't
But you
bet.
was willing to bet some money right now. But when I said...
No, I just want to see where your head was.
Listen, money was easier to give than that bet right there. That's what makes it so hard. That's what makes it so hard. You like, I don't got that much faith. Just that fast. Like I said, bet $1 million then right now. I don't got $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Just that fast. We know what time it is. Really, you know...
You're saying that is like giving you $1 million.
It is. You just better.
I ain't got that type of money.
I just better not call and you say you at church, cause I'll be like, oh, really? Tell me when they about to say amen.
So you say if I was at my mama house, right? And I'm in a conversation with my mama, right?
Man.
And we talking about some we just having a mother and son type shit, right?
You better not answer that phone in a conversation like that, cause your mom gonna look at you and be like, is that something you're not telling us? Is this the reason you have no kids? She's gonna be upset. Listen, man.
That shit would be funny though.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I'll laugh my ass off, man. I'll laugh it off.
I'm telling you, I owe people right now.
So is somebody? So you got people? If they call you right now, you gotta say it.
Yeah, right now.
Is the homie that you was cutting up the other day one of them?
Don't even ever mention it to him. Cause if you mention it to him, he gonna be like, wait a minute, the Super Bowl? Whoa. Yeah, he gonna be like, wait a minute.
Bro, because
okay,
he can do it right there.
Yeah.
He can do it right there in front of me.
Yeah.
If I say something. And I want to hear it.
Yeah, I honor my best. No, that's not, I don't have his number no more. I honor my best, man.
So Poop is what? So what's your thoughts?
I don't have any.
I
I already said.
told you, man. The greatest.
If I have to pick, it's gonna be Pac.
So you think he gonna be 47-1 coming May 3rd?
Yeah, and then he gonna try to fight him again.
Yeah, they already signed for 2.
No, they didn't. They signed for 1.
They did?
Man.
I thought it was 2.
Listen, I've been watching every episode of anything that comes on. They signed for 1, and that Bob Arum said the reason that they signed for 1, he was like both fighters sat down and felt like neither one of them was gonna lose, so they need to rematch. He was like both of them said that I'm not gonna lose, so I don't need a rematch.
So I have a
Both of
question.
them.
Is it true that regardless, like if Mayweather loses, he still gets money?
He get like 60%.
What's the point?
I think he's getting more than
What's
that.
the point? It's his
He gets
legacy.
more than
60%.
Pac.
He get-
So,
It's
like,
his
if
legacy. It's that 48 and
Hey,
0.
he shouldn't have done this. This at first I was like, man, this gonna be a hard fight for Pacquiao, right? But I was watching like the stuff that comes on, and then I heard Manny Pacquiao. They was talking like, you know, man, at first you didn't want to do the drug test and all this type of stuff. He was like, you know, what kept holding the fight up? He was like, man, because when I said I'll do the drug test, Mayweather was like, oh well, I'm just gonna give y'all $40 million. I ain't giving y'all nothing else. I'll wire y'all $20 million right now. You know what I'm saying? So his camp was like, man, he ain't finna just give us chump change, you know what I mean, off the fight. So that stopped it one time and this and this. So they was like, well, what made it happen now? He was like, look. He was like, you ever heard of you ever seen somebody on death row? They was like, oh man, I ain't answering that call.
Oh, go ahead and answer. It's him speaking America. It's him. Why don't you answer? Be a man about it.
Because we doing the show, right?
So
look, Pacquiao said, look, it's like a man on death row. Anything he asks for, you just give it to him. This is his last meal, right? He said, so this time, anything Mayweather came up with, he said every time we said we was with something, he'd come up with something else. He said everything he came up with, we just gave it to him. We just fed him. We just fed it all to him because he a man on death row. And he just started laughing like, it's a funny joke to me. I was like, oh, he's about to do this, boy. Yeah, he's a man on death row. We gonna anything he would have wanted in that contract, they was with it. Hey, I'm finna beat this dude. Just like that, bro.
So it's not about the money to Pacquiao.
No, bro, he's getting 60-40 split. Heck, no, it's not about the money. Come on, bro, 60-40. Come on, bro. It ain't about the money.
It ain't about the money.
And his trainer said this the only person he ever fought. I mean, you know, he been Freddie Roach been his trainer for a minute.
That he
was
actually
like, he
doesn't
does not like this dude.
He don't like him.
What you got for us? What you got for us, Frank?
Mayweather said he's getting $200 million for the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
200 million. I think Pacquiao
And he
probably
gonna
getting
give
like
50
80.
million to each of his kids. That's what he
He
said.
got 4 kids.
Yeah.
He already got millions though. I would do that too. I put it in a trust
That's
fund.
some stunting shit right there, man.
But he's gonna lose, so I mean, hey, if I lost a fight and my kids was there, I would give him 50 million too.
You forget about the whole thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm
my
just
dad,
saying, like,
hey, but I got 50 million from him losing.
I mean, you know.
What you got?
Hey, man, 3 days, less than 72 hours, man. Man, it's going down. This is the biggest fight of the century. I can't wait.
Bigger than Sonny listening and Muhammad.
Can't even get
I mean,
the name
Ali's
right.
the greatest.
I almost said it, almost. But it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it's bigger than that.
Oh, Lord, I got a poster of that. That's why I asked.
You stupid.
It's a 55-45 split.
Oh, it's a 55-45 split?
That's good. That's pretty better. That's better.
I mean, still,
5%.
that makes it what? He probably getting about 85 mil then. He probably gonna give about 40 mil to the Philippines.
Man, that thing gonna gross like $1 billion. And
Man,
everything.
Hey,
is gonna be-
Freddie
it's gonna be
Roach
like
said
$1 billion.
Pacquiao's such a humble dude and stuff like that. He was like, man, I think one day he might like give all his money away to people.
He be praying before he fights. You seen that?
Yeah. And he was like, people come up to him on the streets asking for money and stuff. He just give it to him. He's like, man, I think one day he might give all his money away. He's like, just give it to people. I was like, man. But they also said, man, he might be the president of the Philippines. He win this fight. What he's gonna do? We talk about president. Man, Pacquiao back.
How would it feel to have a president that you know is a boxer? That like, how would that? That's a real what did they call him in the army? A president? They call him commander in chief. Like that would be a real something. Like if you knew Barack knew how to fight,
Nah, Brock don't look like he not.
It's like if you knew Barack could like fuck up Mayweather Pacquiao.
Matter of fact, I'm
like, how would you feel about
bro,
Barack?
Look at Barack, bro. He got big ears like a monkey.
Bro, you see how fast he got gray hair since he been 8 years?
Yeah,
bro.
that happens when you're in presidency.
Right.
If they got pictures of all presidents. Check them out. They all age like that. It's like a disease. But check it out. Since you brought up Barack, though, we're gonna go into this Baltimore situation.
He ain't doing nothing about the shit, bro.
Yes, he is. He said, let's treat them like criminals because they over there acting like criminals. Not in those words, but yeah.
Man,
And the mayor said, hey, let's shut down a certain part of this city. Let's just shut the whole thing down and let them tear it up.
Real talk.
Really?
Not the whole Baltimore. We're not talking about the tourist district, like where
That's what makes
downtown
sense.
and everything like that.
To
It's,
me, anyway.
I
What's
feel
the
like
mayor
I say, I'm a conspiracy realist, not a conspiracy what theorist, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm a realist about it. I think like they let them take it out, take it down, bulldoze everything, and build skyscrapers.
Man, what you gonna do with
What you gonna do with them?
what you gonna do with the ninjas?
What you gonna do with them?
You can't just bulldoze them out of there.
The what you call
Obviously,
the
they
what
won't
you call
even
the
know-
people there?
The SPCA? Who you talking about then? I'm just
The
saying,
army people, the
They
national
the army people just gonna march them out of the city?
Man, it could happen, bro. Hey, bro, martial law, bro.
So what you saying is Baltimore is evidence that we are really not free
Yes,
in this country.
yes.
It didn't take Baltimore to fit.
It really
Yeah.
didn't. Baltimore was the last straw. Like everything is a plan. Everything that happens in America is a plan, like a business. You have a plan. The CEO has a plan. The employees don't know about it, but the CEO has a plan. It just affects the employees more. So the street people, whatever, we are employees, right? You know, so
I be trying. Come on.
so we are employees,
we
right?
Employees, right? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So stuff is happening to like we're not being treated fair,
Right.
and we're trying to do something about it, but managers and higher ups don't want to do nothing. They're like keeping it the same because if they do something about it, they ain't gonna get as much money or whatnot. They're not gonna get the change. They don't care about the justice that we need. As in, like, if we've been treated bad and we need something to be done,
but
it would take too much effort for them to do something different.
But if we need something done, that don't necessarily mean start standing on top of police cars and tearing up buildings. And
I don't agree with the rioting. I don't. But
never got
I
that.
understand.
I don't.
Understand.
Now stand
but
outside
I
the police
don't-
station like we ain't going nowhere till y'all give us some justice.
Hey, see what I don't. What I don't understand. You want to tear up CVS's all that, and you want to set that on fire. Why don't you go do that to the police station?
No, because the police gonna go.
Exactly.
Like,
So where your
they
heart
wouldn't do
at? Where your heart at? You if you want to take care of the problem, if you want to take care of the people, this is where they're at.
Right.
I'm just,
you know what I'm saying?
and I mean,
I'm not promoting to go do that.
And I mean-
but I'm just saying, like, why you want to destroy a medicine place, a food place, a gas station?
Basically, your neighborhood.
You know why you want to
Right,
destroy
right.
You
that?
gotta live in
Right.
after
Because
the fact.
the police don't live in your neighborhood, but they
Right,
in there
right.
with all type of military type stuff, controlling you in your neighborhood.
yeah. Hey, if a riot ever happens in my neighborhood, man, y'all better not touch the pack store. I love that place. Not even the little 99-cent store. I love that place. Now, Cost Plus, they kind of real high on taxes. Those two places, though, I love those places and those people. We sit and talk a lot. Salaikum salam to y'all. But anyway, I'm not a Muslim, but anyway. Now, back to what I was saying about this. I just don't, man, I don't want to sound like I'm being hypocritical either, but I don't understand the tearing up our own stuff. I don't understand tearing up your own stuff to try to prove a point, because eventually you got to go back and eventually you got to rebuild the stuff that you tore. Because why would the government want to help you after you don't tear up your own stuff?
No type of
Right.
funding. No
But-
type of funding.
But I also believe that when Martin Luther King was like, you know, we got to do this peacefully, peaceful really not working.
It doesn't.
So I really believe more strongly on what Malcolm X was saying on, like, hey, you got to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Now, Malcolm X and them wasn't like violent, you know what I'm saying, to where they wasn't starting stuff, but when the police be like, oh, you better stand down, they was like, I ain't going nowhere, that's my right. Now,
so
if
it
you
was like
violate that
Muslim
right,
and
you know what I
Christian.
mean?
It was just
Muslim
that.
and Christian.
We talking about black folks and police, though.
But
You know what I'm saying?
when you said about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X,
I'm saying
that's how Christians
Martin
are
Luther King was
passive
like,
and
no, they not. And if Christians try
turn the other
listen,
cheek,
no,
that's
no,
not
no,
what
no.
they're taught.
Yeah,
That's not what they're taught.
Yeah, like no,
They're not taught.
we're gonna get back into that.
They're not taught to turn the other cheek.
But that, yeah, but they taught that from a religion that was built off a revolutionary, a person who was a revolutionary, a person who turned the Roman Empire into the Holy Roman Empire, which means he conquered it through religion. That's a totally different thing. Black folks in Baltimore, I'm sorry. Y'all can kumbaya all day. Y'all can probably tear up buildings and set it on fire all day long. But y'all not gonna
everything.
Y'all not gonna get no justice off of tearing up y'all own stuff. The only thing y'all gonna get is
more
people in jails.
You're gonna get a war.
And once they fill the jails up, they like, what we gonna do now? Well, I don't know, but I knew a lot of people back in the day that fought dogs and stuff like that. And you got dogs that keep on fighting, and you can't even control them. Guess what you start doing? Shooting. I'm just saying. That's what happens. And we looking at like, dang, we keep standing up and saying, oh, let's unite together and let's do this. Every time a white police officer shoots us, or we feel like the government or somebody is showing us some injustice, but we ain't standing up each and every weekend at the club when one of us is shooting one of us.
Right.
What we gonna do is we gonna go to court. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't see nothing. That's keeping it A100 and real. You see what I'm saying?
It's okay to kill.
So you saying the laws like why they not doing that for us?
Why they not keeping it white man
for us?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, the white man shooters, we gonna tear up our own neighborhood. But if you come over here from the west side to the east side, I'm gonna tear you up. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
Like I go back to my first point, like I do not agree with the riots at all.
Hey, you know,
but I understand. But this is how I understand. It's because like we was talking about it earlier, bro. Everything is cause and effect. The riot is it's an effect, a bad effect, but it is an effect of a cause that has happened. You know what I'm saying? And what is the cause? Police brutality. So after they already got him in jail.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So this week, 7 days or something, however long it's been going on. These couple days it's been going on, right? In Baltimore, they've been standing up, uniting, right? So let's say 5 days. So the other 360 days of the year, we don't need to stand up and unite.
No,
really?
We do.
But we supposedly are an oppressed people that was brought here from another land. You see what I mean? So we not gonna stand together and unite 360 days of the year. But if a police officer shoots one of us, then we gonna stand up and unite. But because that's not cool. That's not cool. I'm not saying it's cool. But we can shoot each other all day.
It's in our nature. It's in our nature to
we can shoot each other all day.
No, listen, it's in our nature to come together when a tragic happens to something.
That ain't tragic?
It is tragic, but
makes sense.
But it's in our nature, bro. Cause think about this is why I think it's in our nature. Because think about when somebody dies in your family, right? You might not see somebody you haven't seen so long, but they come around because some tragic done happened. You know what I'm saying? We do not get together. We do not support each other. And we were like, and it goes back to like a few episodes ago when we were talking about the Willie Lynch thing. We are not programmed to support each other. We are Willie Lynch. What Willie Lynch is about. If people don't know what Willie Lynch is about, you know what I'm saying? we are made to tear down each other.
But it's a lot of people that don't even know about that. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, but they need to go do.
I'm not saying that it doesn't matter.
Do your Googles, America.
Yeah, teach your kids all of that. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that this day and age, this time and age, we'll stand up for something like this, which is an injustice to me. We'll stand up for something like this.
But they're doing it in the wrong way. Is that what you're saying?
Once this is over, though, a lot of people out there, you know what I'm saying, who dress like me and you are right now, they ain't gonna even be cool with each other right now. You see what I mean? Yeah. So Why we ain't gonna just be united 24/7?
And that don't make sense.
Okay,
How many times?
Okay, so are you talking about in the last couple of days? Because I have been seeing on social media and the news that Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, Power Rules, GDs, everybody's coming together and united.
They are coming together. They are doing.
But
that.
it's being portrayed in the wrong way.
But I'm saying this.
Are they gonna stick together when it's done?
Last week, if you Google how many gang deaths there were in the nation, I ain't gonna probably over 100. That's what I'm saying. Black on black. I'm saying this.
Sense to me.
I'm saying this.
And you killing over property that ain't even yours.
Man,
That's what gang
man.
you don't own it. You're not making money off of it. It's just the area.
Man.
And you killing people for.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, for real.
But
how much easier for you is it, like at work or something like that, to meet let's say like a Caucasian person or a Hispanic person? It's much easier for you to, hey, how you doing to them? Man, you can't just be cool with a black person. It take you a minute. Even when y'all work together, it take you a minute. Why? Oh shit, I wasn't talking to you at first because I ain't no friendly nigga. Oh, cool, because I ain't a nigga at all. We didn't even have to talk. Bet, because I ain't a nigga at all. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mind feeling. Bet, I ain't a nigga at all. Me too,
bro. Like,
I'm just saying, this is with our own people. You know what I mean? So if somebody on the outside culture is looking like, they don't even talk to each other mostly. You know what I mean? But they gonna stand up and fight if we do the same thing that they doing to each other. They gonna tear up their own. If we shoot one of them, they gonna tear up their own stuff.
So where do you stand on the whole thing? I understand.
I'm saying stand up. I'm saying stand up and unite for your people. 24/7, 365 days of the year. Let's stand up and let's be united across the nation. Are we gonna do it? Probably not. Why? Because black folks ain't friendly. This is our stereotype we put on ourselves. We ain't friendly.
Why aren't we friendly? You know why? Because we feel like somebody always got to take something from us. We feel like we're always threatened.
Well, guess what? From what you telling me, the white man ain't got his foot on our neck. We do. So I'm saying, I stand on.
We actually
like,
do.
let's be united. Hey, Baltimore,
Crabs in the
y'all,
barrel, if you
Baltimore,
never heard
man,
of
y'all
it.
kind of got a good thing. Y'all kind of got a good light shining on y'all right now. Man, stop the violence and just stand there and chill. You just stand there and chill. What they gonna do? Beat y'all on national TV? No. But stand there. I ain't listening to your curfew. I ain't doing none of that until we get some justice. Why was this done? Why is
And
this
maybe
being
we
done
need
to
to
us?
learn something from the past. Learn something
Yeah,
from
like,
Martin Luther King.
it
Learn
don't make
something
sense.
from the 60s and stuff. Like,
The 60s ain't gonna help us.
No.
That could,
But
listen.
but
that,
you
that,
tell them
I'm-
to do what
I
Martin Luther King
I am
did.
saying do
It's
that.
60
I am
for a
saying do
reason,
that. But I'm saying back then, back then in the 60s, the
Different
laws
setup.
was different. Like,
Yeah.
they was like, police could just beat on them, and the government was like, hey, y'all beat them niggas out the street. You know what I mean? This is a different day and time. I'm saying, like, more up to date. Look at the KKK. When they come and rally, what the police do? They ride down the side with them.
Right. Escorting their ass.
For real? For real? These are known murderers. For real? They whole group. Come on, man. I'm just saying. If they can do it, why we can't do it the same way but better? I mean, for real? If you probably Google it, there's probably more blacks and Hispanics together in the United States of America than whites.
They could have took over the world by now.
Man.
It shouldn't have took that
But-
long to get a black
but
president.
black,
I'm just
black
saying,
is only
we
it's
not
only
a
like
mi-
13%
we
in
not
America.
listen, but
Black's only like
Listen.
13%
We should
in
have
America.
his-
but we're not the
Hispanic
minority in
president
the world.
Oh no.
Listen,
Not in the
listen
world.
to what I'm
Not
saying.
in the
We not the
America.
minority.
Mix
We
this
not
shit
the
up.
minority in the world.
No, we're not.
So where's the black unity? We're not the minority in the world. So where's that at?
We
Well,
never
like
broke
Bubba
minority.
Gump would say, where our shrimping boats? You know what I'm saying? Where our shrimping boats?
It's
Where our
broken,
buildings
bro.
at?
It's broken. It's
You know
broken.
what I'm saying?
It's-
There you go. There you go. So like I said, we're gonna do this for a week. Or they gonna do this in Baltimore for a week. Police eventually gonna shut it down. Guess
I
what?
mean,
Once
it's
the
the
police
same
shut it
thing
down,
that happened in Ferguson, bro.
bro, this
They
one,
rioted in Ferguson.
listen, this one thing the police know for sure. Once they shut that down, guess what? They gonna start killing each other again. Problem solved. We kill one, crank them up, anger them. Guess what they gonna start doing next week?
Exactly. So
That's
these,
why they ain't
They
taking
mad.
on
They
that.
gonna-
so will this go back to what I say about how they're trying to dim our population?
I didn't hear you say that, but yeah.
Not this show. I said.
Oh
I
yeah,
said
yeah. I mean, kind of, sort of, not in the.
They got different ways. They got.
Yeah, not in
this
an open way,
they,
but I mean, if you sit back and take in the whole bigger picture, yeah. Black people across America, we killing ourselves faster than the police are killing us. Yeah, they killed like maybe 5, 6, 7 people in the last year or so. We killing over 100, 200 a year.
Right.
It's not really cool, honestly, to brag about.
But
I'm from the murder capital of the nation type thing. Really? Oh, so y'all kill more blacks than anybody else? Oh.
But I do have to say this though.
Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should stay away from you. You know what I'm saying?
Remember we was talking about in the last year,
You know what I mean?
the world has tried to paint black NFL individuals as the poster boy for domestic violence. But as research shows that, like in the case of like 800,000 studies, 60% of them are actually police officers.
I mean, police officers too. And I never forgot what Ben Roethlisberger did. Believe that. I never forgot what he did. I never forgot what all these other celebrities and all these other NFL athletes and stuff like that did. I never forgot. But of course they're gonna shine a light on us. Of course. Why? We're the most aggressive culture on the planet. We have the most. We're the culture that's most to be feared. You know why? I just told you a while ago. We're not the majority in this world. Only over here on this piece of land. Only in the world, we're not the minority in the world though.
Right.
So if we was all to get together and unite across the world, like all of us had each other phone numbers, boy,
it'll be a change.
No, yeah, it'll be a change because it'll be like extinction. They'll start bombing us. Don't be crazy. Now,
They're getting out of hand.
things are. You got to understand, you got to understand, a lot of times, man, when this stuff go on and they shed light, like in the NFL and stuff, that's not the first offense. It's like, oh, he done did this like second 2, 3 times maybe. Now we gotta bring it to light because this one big. You know what I mean? Like once Adrian Peterson kid thing came out, you see how like, oh, well, in 2007 there was another complaint filed, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, like this subject of Baltimore, it be really
kind of touchy,
bro. It be bringing down my day, bro.
Okay, well, on to the next subject.
It be bringing down my day, bro. I be getting depressed, bro. I think I can go to a therapist.
Man, this next.
What's wrong with you?
This next subject, man, is kind of crazy. We're gonna talk about how did we get from human zoos? How did we get from human zoos in like the 1900s? I want to say the European human zoos. To like the strip clubs in 2015.
Can we explain what a human zoo is?
A human zoo is actually it was like part of the slave trade, I guess. Mm-hmm. You know, where you kind of like showcase the slaves you got.
It's basically, if you know what a zoo is today, take the animals out and put naked women and children in it.
Right. Basically, that's a human zoo. Hey, come check out the. You know what I'm saying? Come check out what's there or whatnot.
And and back then it was the slave master and just basically white folks getting paid off of naked people, just naked black individuals. Right. You know what I'm saying? Against their will.
Yeah, unwilling.
Like, it's not like.
I have a question though. So what is the difference between, okay, they kept them in the zoo, like, and people came around and looked at them and bought them. What's the difference between auctioning them off, where they step on the top of a stage and somebody bids on it?
Okay, check this out. I just want to put check this out. You can't go in the zoo and buy the animal. Okay. You can't do that. All you can do is pay to go in there and look. Maybe go feed.
If you got enough money.
Okay.
Money just like if you got enough money.
Cool. I understand that. But somebody like us, a regular average Joe, can't go in the zoo and buy no animal.
Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to go in the strip club and buy the chick either.
But you spend money to go see it. You spend money to go. You spend money to go. You know what I'm saying?
Spend money to go to the zoo.
So what I'm saying is like you can't go. You say what's the difference between the animal zoo and actually them stepping on the stage, right?
Yeah, because it's like whoever thought of the zoo,
Okay.
the human zoo, they just thought of a more creative way to sell them because they were getting sold anyway, whether it be in the zoo when the people walking by looking at them, or whether they auctioned off on the little thing they step on and they get auctioned.
So so when I'm talking about, it's like they was showing their body off against their will for money, correct?
I mean, for the profit of the slave trade, yeah.
Okay, well, slave trade, whatever it is, you like, it was naked people going across this thing to, you know what I'm saying?
Still on this naked stuff, but
like,
technically they came from Africa. They didn't have shit in the first place. Half of them were naked when they got on the boat. Like,
right, like back in those days in Africa, like, I ain't saying it wasn't taboo to just walk around naked. It's not actually today, kind of. Now it's more civilized and more cultured, but it wasn't. Back in the days of the tribes and stuff like that, it wasn't taboo to walk around like that. So it wasn't like, you know, a lot of the pictures that you would see if you was to look up, you know, human zoo and stuff, a lot of them got on clothes and stuff like that, but the ones that don't, it ain't like they standing there like, oh my God, don't look at me. They standing over there like,
right.
Because they used to.
you know what I mean? And the strip club is totally different to me because they more like,
And that's what I'm saying, like,
this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it came to where it's like, where we was being forced, we was being forced to sell, like, we wasn't selling ourselves, but we was being forced. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was being given up for money because of our bodies. Like, you know, nobody's gonna be over there trying to buy the weakest person over there. You know what I'm saying? Like at the strip club, you're not gonna be over here throwing monies at the skinniest chick. You know what I'm saying?
If you like the skinniest chick, you might.
Right.
Everybody like different chicks. Many different varieties.
Same thing at the slave trade. If you wanted just a sex slave, you will go buy your type.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like at the strip club, you go buy your type. You know what I'm saying?
And you think that's the same?
But they was being forced to do it back in the day.
Well, technically, some of them strippers may be forced to do it because they may have pimps at the end of the day.
But majority,
so they forced to do it.
Majority. Today's day, I can say that like in the 90s and shit, in the 80s, like. But today, you think majority of strippers are being forced into strippers?
I didn't say majority. Did I say majority?
Okay, but
I think like there's some whatever. I'm telling you, to this day, there is still somebody in the strip club that has a pimp.
Yeah.
So some at least. What you need a percentage, 5% or something. Some of them are being forced. That's my point. I don't really know the exact number.
Right.
But
I'm telling
all of them in the back of the day was being forced. All of them.
All the strippers you think were being forced back in the day?
I'm talking about the zoo.
Oh, on the zoo.
Oh yeah,
all of them were being forced.
Yeah, that was slavery.
But now,
but also though.
But now I want to know, how did we come from all of us being forced, all of them being forced, to now only like, let's say out of 100%, 20 of them being forced.
But see, you missing the point, because at the human zoo, right, there was like women, children, and men.
Right.
At the strip club, maybe La Bear, stuff like that. There is men's strip clubs, but that's usually mostly women's strip clubs. All right, but anyway, speaking of strip clubs and human zoos, our next topic, man, Bruce Jenner. You know what I'm saying? Half man, half amazing. We gotta talk about this guy. I mean, I don't know how y'all want me to introduce the guy.
Okay. This is what I heard. This right here. Until he has the official sex change,
is he a lesbian?
Oh, that was a big one. Okay, so I did watch the 2-hour show, right? I watched this shit because I wanted to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So Diane Sawyer asked him. So.
But what does that matter, though?
I'm saying, like, he's a weird
guy.
He does.
He's weird. Like, why is this surprising? Have anybody looked at him? Like, he already looked weird. You could
since the 80s, he'd been taking hormones.
Something was not right with him. Like, that's not a surprise.
My thing is this. There's a lot of people that do this, right?
Evidently, because now since
So
season
I mean,
came out, they're everywhere.
What's the whole big?
on the
He's a
TV?
Kardashian.
Oh my God, he's a Jenner.
He's not a
But
Kardashian.
listen.
He's their stepdaddy.
Listen, you can say he's a Jenner, okay, but he is the father of the Kardashians
Perfect.
to this day. He is the father of them. They haven't got a divorce. They separated. They haven't got a divorce. He is the father to, and then he has two kids by that lady. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so famous. And plus, the next season's about to come out.
What that got to do with? He said
Promotion.
that wasn't a promotion thing. Come on, bartenders.
It
swing
don't
back
matter
with it.
what he
No,
says.
okay,
Like you gotta realize the Kardashians. Their thing is tabloids. Their thing is the media. They
So you
control
think
it.
this was like for publicity?
It's for him.
Evidently,
It's for
somebody
him.
thought that because
But
they
it's
asked him that question also. So
They
evidently,
asked him that?
on the little interview. So evidently, people do feel that this.
And what
is
did he
like,
say?
He said
that
no. But it's a
It has
bro.
nothing to do
It's a
with the show.
lie.
Why would you?
No. He might really feel
Why
like
would
that.
you just? I mean,
Like he might really feel like he being a girl,
saying
but it just helps. It
I'm
helps
just saying
the show.
though, if your family is like highly profiled on TV, right?
Why would you want that shit out in public?
No, why would you want to like? Why would you want the public to like see you just go through this transition? You know what I'm saying? Instead of be more personal about it.
Because
instead
he
of-
don't want to
that
be
means
one
to me
day
it's
be a
publicity.
man and one day
But
be
he's
a woman.
already on TV.
He was
though.
all
So you gonna
right.
see it.
It was
anyway.
like every different time that
You
I
know what
saw
I'm
him, it was
saying?
like, man, this
Exactly.
hair get a little longer.
Exactly.
And you know how I know it's publicity?
Look-
It is
Because
fake.
check this out. Check this out.
Exactly. And I don't
Like
even know
3
him
days
look weird
before
to me.
that show with Diane Sawyer, he was calling his Malibu whatever wearing a dress.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So that like why it's all a publicity.
At
stunt.
one point, I thought
It's
he
all
was.
a
At one point, I
publicity
thought he was working out. I was
you
like,
got
oh
Jaden
man.
Smith wearing dresses and everybody else.
And he wasn't working out though.
They just,
I thought he
leave
was
him
working
alone.
out, but he wasn't working out. He was growing those things.
he growing them things.
You know, the tata.
Yeah, and matter of fact, since we on Bruce Jenner, and man, Will and them like let their kid like. Hey, each to
Willow
his
is
own.
the man,
Each to his own.
and Jaden is the woman.
Yeah, each to his own. But I just don't. Man, if my son just put on the dress and just like was like, Daddy, this just the thing to do. I'm like, oh, not for you though.
Right.
Let your friends do that. That's not what's up. You
But
know.
then they just let them have free expression.
I mean-
That, you would take it that easy?
They
What?
a different
You
type
would
of
take it that
family.
easy?
No.
They look at things
Okay.
totally different.
No. And if my kids when my kids watch this, they gonna tell you, no, my dad would not act like that. He's gonna go crazy. Yeah, no, that's just not what's up. But I teach my kids not to follow along with trends. And actually, what I'm saying, nothing against, people's beliefs or nothing. But actually, what I see right now is kind of like, I'm not saying that it's a trend, but I'm just saying right now it's kind of like being in the closet is no longer a thing. It's like it's cool to come out now. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand it.
They done got
right.
some
So
rights.
it's almost like
If a
Just-
gay
the
president
standard of
ran,
it.
Just
I
like
mean, if a
the
gay
little
candidate ran,
midgets.
right?
Mhm.
Did you notice like when they just came out when they start showing them on TV?
The Little Women
Yeah,
of LA.
I've never seen so many.
Man, my lady
little
watched
people in
that
my life,
shit
or
all
whatever
the
the proper
time.
word for
Hey.
it is. But they're just everywhere.
I used to love this show.
It's a
called
Little
Willow.
Women of New York now.
I used to love this show called Willow though when I was a kid. That was a lovely
Willow?
movie. Yeah, it was about this little midget man. He was kind of like a little wizard. It was cold though.
The only midget
he
I
stayed little
hey,
midget.
it's not
though.
proper to say midget.
I don't know what the
anymore.
Oh, it's
It's
not?
LP, little people.
I just say little people.
Little
but
it's LP.
But that's just like
it
with
was
the-
a whole little people village.
with the
They were like,
LGBT community, whatever, same
Yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah, wow,
it's
that's
like
pretty.
it's
That's a
coming
pretty
out,
big
so-
thing. It was crazy because I remember the first time I heard about it, and I was like, "What are y'all talking about?" But now it's like that's a whole. That almost like a political party.
You know that was the most watched interview in the world.
What?
That Bruce Jenner
In the
In
world?
in the world.
Listen, yes, it was.
Not-
it
not
was
in the nation,
16
the
million
world.
people watching it that night.
Just to see this man say why he wanted.
Because think about it, no,
So what was-
everybody
what was-
wanted to see if he was
what-
gonna do the interview like
So
in
what
a
was his
dress.
reason? What was
or-
his reason?
He's
What's
been
his
feeling
reason?
like a
Been
girl
feeling
all
the
his
whole
life.
when he was
His whole
an
life.
Olympic champion. Everything.
Yeah, he was just overcompensating for what he
And then
was
he
doing.
said he had started the process.
In
then he
85.
stopped.
He did it for 5 years.
Because of the children.
Yes.
And they was little.
Why would you have children if you feel like you a man and you feel like you want to be a
He's
woman?
trying to overcompensate.
But why would you
trying to-
mess your kids?
He didn't tell him until a couple of them called him. But it was more they all called him.
I'm just saying,
Not all of them.
it's kind of hard because it's like Bruce Jenner did well for himself in life.
He was the most gross selling Wheaties box.
Yeah, I'm just saying he did well. He's not a poor man, is what I'm saying.
No.
So for you to build up this fake life that was so cold, you know what I mean, to where you got millions.
But if you really watched it, it was like
What's
you
the
could
difference
tell
between
he
what you
really
doing
wanted
and
to
staying in a
change.
relationship for the
You could
kids?
tell.
Like you not even want to be in them, but you building this life.
Man, that's a good one.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay. So check this out. The closest person he can talk to about it is Kim. Who would have thought? You would have thought that it might have been the fat sister.
Why she gotta be the fat sister?
wow.
The thick sister.
Why she gotta be the thick
Man, she look like
You
a
referring
man.
to
Very
Chloe?
tempting. Wow.
Look, you know who I'm talking about.
Chloe is her name. I mean,
Alright, but whatever. But this is why he at first Kim had the biggest problem, right? But then he said that the reason she came around because she had a talk with Kanye. Kanye has a different view of the world, and he want people to accept his view of how he thinks. And
Yeah, I seen some rumors
you know
out
what
there
I'm
about
saying?
his different view of the world. I'm just saying,
about
but-
what?
different views of the world.
You
But
know
that-
Kanye, he on some
Kanye,
Man, I heard about his. I heard about the
Y'all
whole.
should've known
Kanye
Kanye
on
when he
some
always
some
interrupting
other
shows and
stuff.
just saying what he
Yeah,
wants
you
to.
know.
Yeah, that shit told y'all. He on
Which-
another level.
I'm not.
He on his own
Your
level.
your preference is your own, and what you do with your own is. But Bruce, it was just kind of just.
It wasn't
Man,
sudden,
dude,
bro. It
dude,
wasn't
you like-
sudden.
you like
it wasn't
late-
sudden. It wasn't out of nowhere.
I'm just saying, once your kids grow up and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, when you about 80, 90, go ahead and transition to an old ugly
check
woman.
this out.
Cool. You just transition into a middle-aged woman.
Bro, but he
Who
gonna
look
have
like a middle-aged man.
He gonna have a brand new. He gonna have a brand new poo poo.
Oh my God.
A brand new one. He gonna have some brand new titties.
Why would
a
you want to
brand
do
new
that?
ass.
You think he gonna go that far?
Man, he gonna get him a football player.
You think,
He gonna get Young Thug. Watch him.
you think it's gonna go that far?
Yes, bro.
You think he gonna get
Okay, no. Right now he say he asexual. What is
did-
asexual?
Asexual means you breed by yourself.
Like a seahorse.
It means nobody.
He's a seahorse.
means nobody. Look, means nobody wants you.
This is real, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
He's a
it means
seahorse.
nobody wants you. You breed by yourself, which means they mama ain't sleeping in the room no more. And he's
But at the same time,
working out.
after he has surgery or whatever,
Working out,
he
you know,
still
dumbbells.
he still want his kids to call him
Dumbbell,
like
you know what I'm
dad.
saying? Why? He's not dad anymore. He's mom.
Listen,
obviously.
I understand your confusion.
It's not my
understand it.
confusion. It's his confusion.
It's not really his.
It's not his confusion because it's his
He
truth.
still
Dad.
say dad.
Hey, Dad, if you ever transition yourself into a woman, sorry, I'll be like, yeah, I got two moms. My dad used to be a dad, and now he's a mom. That's just reality.
But everybody knows.
But
that.
his wish,
I guess I look at
his
reality.
wish is to be called dad.
Dad.
So you
I
gonna
guess-
still call her mom even
I
though
guess-
your dad, mom.
Listen, man. Listen.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, man. If you go from the baseball bat to the smiling face, it's
Baseball
kind of
bat,
hard to call
smiling
you
face.
dad. It's kind of hard to
That's
call
a
you
new
dad. Man, it's kind of hard to call
So,
you dad.
but
you
knowing
go-
who that person is, but off the muscle, bro, I'm talking about
Listen,
self-consciously, bro. You
watch
want
my-
all the same.
listen,
You
watch
still
my
gonna say
motion.
dad,
Watch my motion. You see this? We're talking bats here. We're
bro.
talking,
I understand.
we're talking
it.
bats here. Major league bats here. You go from the bat to the smiley face, brother. Not dad. It's
But
kind
you-
of hard to call you dad, even to your
It's gonna
son.
it's gonna be hard for you to switch to mom that quick.
No, dad.
Who said he's gonna switch?
No,
so he's
no,
gonna become
No,
like,
his kids to say it. It's gonna be hard for his
It's
kids
gonna
to
be.
say
It's
it.
gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Period. What about with his grandkids? His grandkids gonna be like, oh yeah, that's grandpa. Grandpa doesn't have a bulge in his pants. He has a camel toe.
Why is the little kid looking at the boat?
Because they nasty.
Man, they gonna be looking at the tie.
We talking.
So
See,
if anything,
look. They gonna be like,
they
wow,
gonna
look
be
at
at
Grandpa.
tie.
Thank you. So I mean,
Like they gonna be like grandpa is
like
grandpa.
he said, we talking about the
That's what they gonna be like,
Kardashians
grandpa,
here. These little
grandpa.
But like
nasty
this, it's
kids.
2015. Shit is different. I don't know. What
Yeah,
to
it's
say.
a
Like,
totally different world.
They do different
Little
shit.
kids could be like, oh
It
man,
don't matter.
I seen this
But
on
I
my
do
phone.
want to say TNC,
Look.
every cast member and our editor, like we do not have a problem. We are not slandering any type of gay, lesbian, transgender, bi community. We just don't understand what his problem is.
Yeah, it's not y'all at all.
He doesn't want to be. He said he's heterosexual. He likes women, but transitioning to a woman, he doesn't think he's a lesbian.
I mean, if you transition, man, this goes back to what I just said.
So like, what are you? He said he's never been with a man.
He's not gonna get the full operation.
You don't think he is?
If he says he still likes women,
But no, he says further down the line. But how further is that? Is he
Because
gonna be
he
80?
already 60.
Is he gonna be 80?
Right,
so I'm like, so what? So you mean to tell me?
So he just want to die with a
It's
rat.
about to-
So you
it's
mean-
about
That's
to
it.
trip
He
her.
just want to
mean-
die with
So
a
you mean
rat.
to tell me this dude
It's
is
gonna
like,
be non-working.
this dude is like, well, I guess now I'm gonna go ahead and just transition myself into a woman. I'm just gonna go ahead and get me that too. I mean, come on, bro. But I still like women. Oh, but here in about 10 years, I'm gonna go ahead and start liking men.
Hey, I got a question.
He
Okay.
been knowing if he
check,
like men or not.
Right. I got something to add on to that, right? So check this out. So he like women, right? But all his life he's been penetrating women. So he still like women and he get the surgery.
He didn't get that surgery. I don't.
No,
think.
I'm saying let's say he ain't got it yet. But let's say when he do
I'm
it,
confused.
how do you go about that when all your life, majority of your life, you've been
If he gets, what is it called when someone gets a transsexual?
Sexual reassignment, something like that.
Okay,
Something like that. I don't
so
know.
when that happens, then if he was still. Man, this dude is confusing.
That's why I was
because I just don't understand if you're a man that likes women,
and then change to a
woman that likes
you a
women.
lesbian.
but you still want to be called dad and eventually granddad.
He's just changing his outside appearance. His feelings and everything and inside still gonna be the same.
That just is so just.
But he said growing.
You know
up,
what? This dude probably got about $20 million, $30 million
For doing this?
under the table for doing this.
Yeah,
Man.
I was thinking that.
I ain't gonna even
shit.
say that.
Everything
I
is about
ain't even
money.
gonna say that low of a number, because it's probably like way higher of a number.
Cause it don't
Because
matter.
I seen pictures of him. He don't look happy right now. He looks like more like.
But if you seen the interview, you
I'm
like
saying-
it looked like a girl was really trying to break out.
Yes.
It really looked like a
Yes.
girl was trying
Makeup
to
He
break out.
had two
No,
separate
not
Makeup
makeup,
No,
I'm talking
you
about
gotta
his
see the
emotions,
interview,
his
like,
feelings.
For
It
real.
looked
That
like
was-
a
that
girl.
was a girl they was talking to.
Like
Yeah.
she was really
It was
talking
that
to a
bad?
girl.
Like, I just
it was no faking, bro. Like she asked her, Diane Sawyer asked Bruce, like, what
just
song is popping in your head? Like when you look at yourself in the mirror.
But I
or
think all
dress.
that could probably be scripted. You know what I'm saying? 150 mil, change your closet out. You know what I'm saying?
He had two closets.
He had two closets.
He had
Right.
two.
He had
One-
a closet
one
for the women closet and a
and the
closet
men.
for the
Listen,
men.
if somebody
And I
gave,
didn't even watch the whole 2 hours.
If somebody
I-
gave you
Just bits and
$300 million,
pieces was enough for me.
like I'm gonna give you $300 million right now up front. Transition
I
yourself
think this
into
is
a
the question,
woman.
man.
Transition yourself into a woman on national TV, right? I want you 2 closets. I want you to just.
That's
do it.
not enough.
Okay, I'm gonna give you $7 million.
That's not
$700
enough.
million.
That's not
We
enough.
talking about $100 million.
We talking about 100 billion.
Alright, listen.
We're talking about like I can
look.
literally,
Listen, I can buy a man into a woman for $100 billion. Is what I'm saying.
and you would never see me again after that
his
interview.
number is probably not as high as your number. You get what I'm saying? I'm just.
But
saying.
who's gonna give a black man $100 billion?
to watch him transition into a woman?
Who's gonna
bro?
do that?
Listen, man. You mean to tell me you don't think that dude made money off of that?
He did.
Yeah.
Because it's all about money.
He's a Kardashian.
As a man,
like he's being around beautiful Kardashians. Like
I mean,
he probably got mad and jealous and wanted the same type of shit they got. He probably about to go through that closet.
He actually created one of the you know what I mean?
The youngest ones.
I'm just saying. He seems like somebody that could be bought into doing something. The Kardashians are known for doing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's a Kardashian. He's not really a Jenner.
I think he's
a Kardashian.
I think he could be bought out to do something like this for TV.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I just
can see it.
Because it's too many like strong things that he want to keep about himself.
But he got rid of him.
Look, call me dad, and it's stuff about
pride,
himself
that
he wants to keep. You get what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah.
But like, at the same time, his family.
Look, she like no.
His family's been telling him to like Bruce been moving too fast with it. His family been telling him to take it slow.
Listen, man, when you translation from a man to a woman, you can't take it slow. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Check us out.
Made it through another one, America.
Check us out, man.
Made it through another one. We crazy, yo.
Yeah, we doing this, man. Like we always say, man, leave messages, leave comments,
like, subscribe, man.
All kinds of things. We answer to it all. It don't matter.
Look.
We'll debate you on national TV. We
for
good.
Real. If you want to call in while we doing it between 8 and 9:30, you can call in.
We do this. And if you work at a ratchet place, we might call you sometime.
Real talk.
I'm just saying.
Real talk. Don't forget about the little Bluebell thing we did the other show.
Hey, still no good on the Bluebell.
They still not on the shelf.
No good on the Bluebell right now.
Hey, so
cats is starving out here, yo. We starving out here, son.
Hey, so what's up,
butter pecan, yo?
What's your ending point on Baltimore?
My ending point on Baltimore is like, hey, stand up, but don't turn over TVs and stuff like that. Don't steal TVs and stuff like that. Stand up, fight for your rights. All that is good and dandy. The violence is not gonna get us nowhere.
Pooh Pizzle, what's yours?
It's about the same. Like, stop all the rioting, the stealing. It really ain't got shit to do with it. Just keep it 100, stay positive. That's all I can say.
And me, for the Baltimore, I feel like I do not agree with the rioting at all, but I understand where the feelings are coming from towards it. It feel like people just had enough. It's almost like little kids. When you get in trouble by your parents, they whoop your ass, and you go in your room, you tear your own room up, and then you be like, fuck, I gotta clean this shit up before I go anywhere.
Like that, that dog that finally turned on you because he just fed up. You shoot him. I'm just saying. You shoot him. I'm just saying that's what happens. You can't do stuff like that.
Right.
And can't do stuff like that.
Pooh, Pacquiao Mayweather.
Man, why would you speak such blasphemy again?
Pacquiao Mayweather. I just want to make sure.
We going Manny Pac-Man all the way over here.
Frank Easy, Pacquiao Mayweather.
Pac-Man.
3-1.
Mayweather, baby, I still got you, man. I'll hold you down, man.
Our first in-studio guest,
Future
Williams, Pacquiao Mayweather. Pacquiao, we doing the Pacquiao right here, baby.
Who you got?
Mayweather.
Hey, what's it all about,
bro? 3-2, you lose.
It don't matter.
Yes, it does.
Watch how this happened, though, but it's all cool, you know what I'm saying? And the last one.
Wait a minute, Pooh, so what's your prediction? Knockout, going 12, decision?
No, I don't know. I don't know. They're not going to go 12 rounds, though.
Oh, there we go. It's not going 12.
It's not going 12.
Prediction.
It's going 12.
Oh, Frank Easy.
Knockout.
Oh, and I'm going 6-round knockout. Pacquiao. Left hand all day, baby. Left hand all day, baby.
Also, if Pacquiao don't get him within the first 3-4 rounds, it's over. Mayweather's too technical for it, man. He's gonna find out how he move and everything like
man,
that.
Y'all
and
tune
it's
in. We got a real live show coming up.
For real, man. Hey, we love y'all, man. Every week, man. More and more guests. Views.
We got some good yeah, we got some good stuff coming up, man. Remember, we got a barbecue coming up, man, for the neighborhoods, and free barbecue and that type of thing coming up. We got some visits to y'all cities coming up. Yeah.
Truth and Contradictions.
We doing it real big, man. We're about to start trapping. We doing it real big.
Sir Slim signing out, bro.
Hey, Peter God signing out. It's predictions in the contradictions of each and every line. I'm off the chain with it, dog. You best believe when I sign off. We off the chain, man. The boss in the hook. Stealing chairs, running around like Slim be a crook.